Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
President Donald Trump has said that all hell will rain down on Iran if the country tried to develop a nuclear weapon. Speaking at the G7 summit in France, Trump said that a new agreement with Iran guarantees Tehran will never obtain nukes, and any violation would bring severe consequences. His statement comes as US and Iranian officials prepare for detailed negotiations in Switzerland later this week. Earlier, talking to reporters, Trump said Washington plans to retrieve and destroy Iran's enriched uranium at an appropriate time. He said the United States was not interested in keeping the material, and that its destruction remains a key objective. Meanwhile, Swiss authorities have said that the US-Iran memorandum of understanding will be formally signed at the Burgenstock resort on Friday. The location was proposed by the Pakistani and Qatari mediators. Swiss officials say Pakistan and Qatar helped broker the arrangement, with both sides expected to formalize the memorandum of understanding during the ceremony. US President Donald Trump says newly announced agreement with Iran can withstand regional tensions, including a possible escalation between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. Speaking at the G7 summit in France, Trump said the Iran deal would remain intact even if conflict expands in Lebanon, calling Hezbollah a minor war compared to Iran. He also criticized Israel's recent strike on Beirut, saying he didn't like it at all and had expressed his concerns directly to Israeli leadership. Trump praised Qatar for its role in mediating between Washington and Tehran, while confirming that the Strait of Hormuz is expected to be fully reopened soon. He also said the text of the agreement will be released publicly and read out in detail at a future press conference.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that negotiations between Iran and the United States will begin immediately after the signing of a proposed memorandum of understanding. Speaking to media in Tehran, Araghchi said both sides are moving into a structured dialogue phase following the initial framework agreement, adding that the talks would gradually expand to include broader regional and strategic issues. Araghchi also said regional developments, particularly in Lebanon, are closely linked to the agreement framework. He described Lebanon-related issues as interconnected with the broader negotiation process. US President Donald Trump has rejected claims that Washington is offering direct financial payouts to Iran, calling reports of American funding fake news, as questions grow over a proposed multi-billion-dollar reconstruction package linked to a possible peace agreement. Writing on Truth Social, Trump said reports that the United States was paying Iran were false, blaming what he called Democrats for spreading the claim. US Vice President J.D. Vance clarified that any proposed $300 billion fund would not come from American taxpayers.
Iran has said that a US naval blockade on its ports has been lifted ahead of the planned signing of a deal to end the conflict. Deputy Foreign Minister Majid Takhtravanchi said the easing of restrictions had already begun and called it a key demand of Tehran before Friday's ceremony in Switzerland.
A US Air Force B-52 Stratofortress bomber has crashed on takeoff at Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California's Mojave Desert, bursting into flames and killing all 8 crew members aboard. Air Force officials said that the 8-engine jet-powered aircraft, built to carry a wide array of nuclear and conventional bombs, was on a routine test mission when it crashed on the runway at Edwards just after leaving the ground. A towering pall of black smoke billowing from the crash site was visible for miles immediately after the accident. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.